Hi, welcome back to my YouTube ISRAR channel for another session of learning with ISRAR. I'm ISRAR Raja and today I'm going to talk about some major manufacturing KPIs. These KPIs, key performance indicators, are specific type of measures found in the manufacturing industries used to evaluate the performance of the production process. Manufacturing companies usually use these KPIs to help to track and improve their production through these dedicated KPIs reporting. These KPIs provide insight into the manufacturing process that allows both management and the operators on the floor to monitor and reach the production goals. We can categorize these manufacturing KPIs into three distinct areas. The first ones are the assets focused, the second one is the unit focused, and the third one is the cost focused. The first major KPI of manufacturing is the cycle time. It measures the speed or the time it takes to finish a product from start to completion, which is called production cycle time. Its primary function is to provide a clear understanding of efficiency of the production process. Typical production cycle time will cover the complete production cycle, sometime including various product elements produced over different machines or locations. So we can calculate this by starting time and by the end time, the difference between starting time and the end time. The next important KPIs in manufacturing is throughput rate. Throughput rate is the number of units, material, items, or finished products passing through a process. For example, in manufacture of screws, it would be the number of units produced in an hour. So measuring throughput rates gives a good indication of whether demand can be met as well as an indication of the efficiencies of the process. So how we do measure it is formula is like throughput rate is equal to number of unit produced and divided by the time it has consumed. Another KPI of production is the production attainment or actual production versus the target production ratio. Measuring the degree to which the production process reaches its target output is known as the production attainment. This KPI can indicate a potential issue with the machinery, planning, or defects that negatively impact the rate of production. The aim of this KPI is to improve the rate and meanwhile also saving cost and quality benefits. So how we calculate by using the formula, it is the number of unit produced divided by the target units produced multiplied the 100. So this way we will get the ratio of the production attainment. The next KPI in manufacturing processing is the machine uptime rate. It is the total amount of time a machine actually runs versus the time it has been scheduled to run. So availability is the percentage of time a machine is in operation. For example, a machine could be scheduled to run for 8 hours and only be active for 6 hours. In this case, the availability score for the machine is just 75%. As the machinery for most manufacturing industry is a key element of production process, monitoring the uptime of these machines is very vital for the efficiency and the cost of the production. Inadequate performance can indicate poor maintenance, slow change over times, or machinery defects that must be addressed. How we calculate this? Formula is the total time machine used divided by the available production time multiplied by the 100. So this way we can find out the machine uptime rate. The next KPI is the unit maintenance cost. This KPI helps us to understand that how the number of units produced affects your maintenance cost. You can use unit maintenance cost, which which can be applied to an individual machine, as well as you can apply with several machines producing the same unit. This provides a fundamental uh, understanding of the impact producing a number of unit on the cost to maintain the machines. So basically it is the comparison of number of unit versus the cost of the maintenance at particular machine. So how we use that, how we calculate that? Total maintenance cost is divided by the number of unit produced by that particular machine or that machines. Okay, the next KPI is very important, which is the defect rate, and it is directly related to the quality of our product, and also it relates to our customer satisfaction. So, defect rate is basically considered one of the most crucial manufacturing KPIs. It is due to the KPIs offering insight into various elements that may increase or reduce the rate of uh, defect. For example, analyzing the defect rate per shift may highlight management issues, whereas studying the defect rate by machine may find out that maybe there's a maintenance issue which could be which want to be resolved. So how will is very easy to calculate the defect rate. So it is like a number of defected product divided by the total number produced and multiplied by 100. So we will find out the percentage of the defected product. Another important KPIs in the production is the production cost per unit. So it is very important that production people or production managers should see this KPI oftenly. Uh, this is the understanding of the total production cost per unit produced provides with the final cost for pricing the product. So it's very important that we should know the exact cost of per unit, so we can have easy to pricing it as a competitive in the market. So this KPIs also provide price base for the modeling the impact of different materials on the final cost. The total manufacturing cost also it's also entails that collecting data from other metrics such as material, infrastructure, workforce cost, and our other overheads. So we have to include all these heads into the cost per units. So how we will calculate this cost per unit is total manufacturing cost divided by the number of units produced. So is calculation is not very difficult, but it is very important that you will include all the cost in the production. Another very important KPI is overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE. It is one of the most important KPI related to asset performance in manufacturing. It means it measures the manufacturing productivity. It tells us the percentage of manufacturing time that was actually productive. So a 100% OEE score means that equipments are manufacturing only quality products with maximum speed and without any breakdown. So quantitatively it's mean quality 100% means only good parts and no defects, and we can calculate good products divided by total products or total produced goods multiplied by 100. Then performance 100% means maximum speed possible, and that is equal to planned production time minus down time, or uptime divided by planned production time multiplied by 100. Then the third factor is the availability, that 100% means no down time. And how we calculate the run time divided by the planned production time multiplied by the 100. Then EEQ can be calculated by multiplying quality percentage into uh, performance percentage and then availability percentage. Okay, the next one is the capacity utilization KPI. Here we assess the rate at which the potential output rates are met or not is known as the capacity utilization. This lets manufacturing companies align the number of units produced with the percentage of potential that can be measures. So this is basically the total capacity of a machine or a facility and comparing it with the how actually it was produced. So how we can measure it? Number of unit produced actually divided by the potential number of units that can be made and multiplied this by the 100. Okay, the next one is the Takt Time. This is the concept which refers to the rate at which a product or a service should be produced to meet customers' demand or customers' order. To determine Takt time, we need to divide our available production time by the customer's demand. So just we used in the planning that how much time we have available and how much we have to produce to satisfy our customers' demand. So Takt time is a KPI that allows you to ensure a lean and efficient production process from the customer's order to the final delivery. Basically, it is designed to optimize our capacity when demand fluctuates. For example, in automobile industry, and there is an example that if there's a total production time is available is 450 minutes, but customer demand is 50 units per day, so we have to divide 450 minutes by 50 units, so that is that 9 minutes. So we have to make 1 unit in 9 minutes, whereas that is our Takt time. So I hope you understand by giving my example that what is Takt time is. Material usage, this KPI is related to the material we have used during the manufacturing process. So where we compare the actual material needed to make a product versus the planned material is known as the material usage or yield. So this KPI provides manufacturing companies with a quantifiable number to assess why there is a fluctuation in material usage and address those issues to reduce the costs, so or make it consistent. So what the formula is? The material used divided by the planned material used in our planning multiplied by the 100. Okay, the another KPI is the products in process or work in progress KPI. Uh, Products in process, which is also known as the work in process, is a production KPI that helps manufacturing companies to estimate the value of the product currently in the production process. This KPI is used for both monitoring and accounting purposes. So how we calculate that? It is like a product in process plus production cost minus cost of the produced units. So basically this is uh, telling us that how much is product is still in the process. In today's presentation, this is our last KPIs which we are going to talk about. This is called changeover time. So what is changeover time? Is a KPI used in the production process to determine the time it takes to retool, calibrate, or reload an assets or material to start a new unit or to start a new process. So this KPI can be used to optimize the time taken to change over, therefore reducing the downtime, or can be used to optimize the order of jobs to improve estimates and delivery times. So how we calculate that is the formula available production time minus actual production time. It was a brief presentation about the manufacturing KPIs. I hope you have some idea about the KPIs in manufacturing now. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask, and you can write in the comment section. So I will try to answer those questions. Till the next presentation, you take care and goodbye.